Hi, my name is Agun Setiada and I'm going to present my Datasaurus Dozen website. And the website built took example from Bootstrap CSS from cover example, and also the first and second visualization I use scatterplot. I took some example from the tree graph gallery, and for the third visualization I'm going to I use this example as well. And also explore a little bit the tree built-in function to calculate the mean and standard deviation. And so this is the website. This is for the superposition, two datasets slant up and slant down on top of each other and juxtaposition next to each other. And the last visualization, just a bar chart to summarize from these two datasets that even though they share the same mean and standard deviation, but they're not correlated. So let's go to the code. So the first visualization pretty much the same what we did in a class with the scatter plot. Just extract from the data, filter the data, and then this is for the x, this is for the y, and this is how we draw the chart. And for the second visualization, it's pretty much the same because we're still using scatter plot, and the difference is that I created draw function that will receive the definition for the first chart, and it's going to receive the definition from the chart, the data, what color and what label. So we already defined this here for the first chart, and for the data we already defined it here to filter the data based on the data sets. So I define it here, but that's what I want to use, and the colors, and this is I did the same thing for the first visualization. And the color, and this one is only for the label, so we passed the first name of the dataset as the label, but here I remove the underscore and make them all uppercase. And while for the last visualization, I think the most important thing is that this function, the summary, so after we filter it with the D3 nest, we group and transform the filtered data into slant up, slant down and it will has its own value from that dataset. And we transform all this value to calculate. We get all the x, we get all the y, we get the mean of the x, the y, the deviation, and we calculate the covariance, we calculate the correlation, and we will return it at this format. And the most important is that since we're going to use the format, I also set a define variable metrics, which we already defined here. Just we need to make sure the value is going to be the same as we use here. And then I think another thing is that this one's just for the scale, and this is how we enter all the value of the data that we already transform, and this is how we draw it into the canvas. I think that would be all from me. Thank you for your attention.